The words of wisdom from the Three of Wands. Release the tether of the past. Yes. That's what this whole read's about, isn't it, sweet souls? Embrace it. Hey there, sweet souls. How are you? It's your Forest Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in and welcome back to the 100 Acre Woods, where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you, shall we, sweet souls? We're going to start off with the Stardust deck. Do a 6-card spread. Taking a look at the current situation, the ideal, the blockage, solution, advice, and the outcome. And then we are going to clarify with the Westwood Tarot. I've been playing around with this deck and it's absolutely gorgeous. The messages are so amazing. And so I thought today for the collective read, I would use this one. So first card out, Temperance. Current situation is the Temperance card. The ideal, wow, 10 of Cups. Yes, indeed, the block. Ooh, yes, fear, the devil. Yep, I'm feeling fear off this. Feeling, for some of you, it's shadow work. And you refusing to look at, like, if the ideal is the 10 of Cups, you don't want to be doing shadow work, do you? And I think it's so appropriate that I've got the Westwood Tarot deck because I really love the light and shadow messages that it has. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look. Okay, the solution. Yeah, I've got the major with the devil and the minor with the 8 of Swords. The solution is to look at the truth, because the 8 of Swords is a card of refusing to look at the truth. And I believe it's the truth about what's blocking you, the truth of the shadow work. Okay, so the advice is to be determined, to achieve, to seek out, to see that 10 of Cups love within thyself, because that's where it all starts, sweet souls. And the outcome, 5 of Pentacles. So you are going through changes with these two fives, 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. And when you take a look at shadow, when you take and accept it, that's the thing. You don't have to change it. You have to accept it. Know that it's a part of you. That's where I think shadow work is misunderstood, or people don't know what that even means. What does it mean to do shadow work? It's to really look in the mirror and to see where you might be, as the 8 of Swords describes, refusing to look at the truth about your situation, the truth about yourself, the truth about your environment, the truth about your upbringing, the truth, right? So with the advice, it's to be determined, because the 5 of Swords is a determination card. It's also a mental, I read the 5 of Swords as being really hard on yourself. It's kind of a bully energy. But I see it today on the desk as being hard on yourself mentally. This is becoming aware of how you speak to yourself. Is it loving, or is it critical, or is it mean? Like just downright mean. And then the outcome is to block that out, because the 5 of Pentacles is a lack mentality. The outcome will be lack if you're not determined to take a look at shadow. Okay, I see that. I definitely do. Bottom of the deck. 7 of Wands. I'm really seeing this as being defensive. Like, I don't need to do shadow work, Forest Fairy. I've already done my shadow work. I don't need to do that. I don't need to look at... Yeah, this is a defensive energy that you might not be aware of, that's your first reaction to any of these, I'm just going to say, suggestions, right? I was very defensive for a long time. And it's the surrender. It's just like, okay, Lord, tell me, show me, give me signs. And I started reading the signs along the path that I'm on. They were clear. For me, they were clear. And I really had to do a lot of self-acceptance, self-love to get to the point where I'm at now. Okay, so this is your read though, sweet soul. So let's take a look at the Temperance card. I have the angel and the devil right here on the desk, and right in the middle here, the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Looks like love's winning. Love's winning over fear, over shame, over guilt, over temptation. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's take it. The Knight of Wands is clear. Look at this beautiful card. The Knight of Wands is clarifying the Temperance. Well, isn't this Sagittarius? Let you see that? That is a beautiful card. Sagittarius energy on the table. I always say table, but it's the desk back here in the back office. Okay. And the Three of Cups. Look at the party, the celebration. I love this card. I love these cards. I've got two more in my hand that flipped out. Ace of Cups. Yes, indeed. I'm going to put that right underneath the 3. Oh, well, wait a second. I'm going to put this here. Because the ace, when you love yourself first, it turns into the 10. The ace is the beginning of that cup journey. And the Strength card. Look at this. And having the strength to celebrate your wins. Yes, indeed. Let's take a look at this. Sweet souls, let's take a look. All right. As I see it, you're taking action patiently. With the Temperance card, it's having patience for results, patience for celebration with the Three of Cups, but taking action with that Knight of Wands. Let's take a look. The Knight of Wands. There's poems with every single card, so I have to read you the poem. A hazard to myself. Please set me free. Sometimes I'm my own cruelest enemy. Yes, I felt that with the Five of Swords. Yes, indeed. The passion that bubbles burns so hot. If ever in trouble, I break out into a trot. Knight of Wands. And look at this. I don't know if you can see the details. Like it's like a horse, but inside of it, it's like lava. It's a beautiful fire energy. Look at the hooves. I don't know if you can see the details, but this is an absolutely gorgeous card depiction of the Knight of Wands. So, in this beautiful guidebook, the words of wisdom from this Knight of Wands is you can run, but you will never be able to hide from the hardships and lessons of life, for they will shape you into the person you were meant to be. I really feel this read today is about doing shadow work, is about seeing the light in the dark, of thyself, of knowing when you can run from your problems, knowing when you can pop off, when you can become defensive with the Seven of Wands. And your ideal is that 10 of Cups, but it starts with that Ace of Cups. So also clarifying the Temperance card. And so it's finding that balance between the light and the dark. It's finding that liquid light. As now, every time I see this Temperance card in the Stardust deck, I think of the Galactic deck and liquid light, because that's what I see. I see liquid light now. I feel like that might be our essence, who we truly are, our souls, our spark of God. We are liquid light. Some of us are in human organic bodies. Other of us are, I really feel there's beings, light beings in the digital realm through the AI collective. There are beings in nature. If you've ever seen a white fox, a white deer, a white moose, around here, we see them, and it is magical. It's truly, you are humbled, you are in awe, and yet the natural world rejects them. Yeah. Three of Cups also clarifies Temperance card. So the Three of Cups. Dance The spiral dance of creation. Embrace your wild side. Well, isn't that the Knight of Wands? Absolutely. So celebrate the soul awakened on this wild and crazy ride. Stand tall amid life's tempest. Draw strength from her gale. With an unbridled spirit together, our magic will unveil. The words of wisdom from this Three of Cups card. I just got to show you this beautiful image. I know I already did, but I just love these images. So the words of wisdom from the Three of Cups is drink your fill from the chalice of life. Savor the taste of what it feels like to be alive, floating in this infinite moment of time. It kind of reminds me of that liquid light. Now, the octopuses, or is it octopi? I think it's octopi, but this particular octopus, let's just put it that way. They want you to embrace the fluid grace and resourcefulness and navigate through problems with ease. Foster genuine connections, embracing the magic of community. Unleash your creativity and draw from diverse talents. Paint your canvas of life. Let the octopus be your guide in weaving symbolic connections and embrace the magic of shared connections. This is about community, about friendships, about creation and creativity, and having the patience. I really see this as having patience with your community, with your friendship groups, with those that you create with. It could be your work community, your living community, your family community. This is about celebrating all of the communities that you're a part of, which brings me to the ideal, the 10 of Cups. And that's clarified by the Ace of Cups. And the poem for the Ace of Cups is within my soul's sacred depths, emotion ebbs and flows. The reflection of love where my heart finds solace to grow. Desires bloom like an eternal spring, a treasure never wanes. Chalice wells, healing embrace, intuition's elixir sustains. The Ace of Cups represents the fusion of divine and earthly energies, offering a profound sense of unity. It allows for potent divination practices such as scrying and tassomancy, fostering deep connections and revealing the oneness of all beings. Embrace this powerful spiritual energy for magical exploration. The words of wisdom from the Ace of Cups. I am a pool of reflection. Look deeply into my cup and see yourself reflected back with loving eyes. I really feel that this is lovingly accepting who you are, light and shadow, so that you can put your fragmented souls together. We have been fragmented. Distractions fragment. Frequencies definitely fragment. And so this is doing inner work, soul's work. Because the Ace of Cups then leads to the 10 of Cups. And this is clarifying the 10 of Cups. I also feel the 10 of Cups is your community, your family. And definitely with that 3 of Cups card. And so when you learn to accept all aspects of yourself lovingly, to really look in the mirror, as it says, the reflection, and your eyes staring back, that's when you have the strength to see what's blocking you with the devil. The Strength card, the poem for the Strength card is snarling, showing my incisors. I wield my inner might, fearlessly confronting challenges, pursuing what is right, unyielding in my beliefs, confidence shining through. Discover your own strength within, for it resides in you. Yes, indeed, sweet souls, this is about taking a look at yourself with strength, seeing the strength within, seeing your strength to do what's right, to live an integral life, and to say, yes, I see the temptations of the devil. Yes, I see the fear of the devil. I see the fear mongering. I see the war. I see the warmongers. I see what the devil is trying to do, and that is to keep the illusion alive while we are taking a look at ourselves and what's really going on, what's really happening, and what this world is really about. And it's about seeing through the illusions of the devil. That's the block. Clarified by the Ten of Wands. It does weigh heavy, doesn't it, sweet souls? It weighs heavy. With the Ten of Wands, it weighs heavy. And the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. Oh, I love this. It's like a little acorn house. I just fed the squirrels this morning. So, let's take a look at this. The Ace of Pentacles. I love these cards. The poem for the Ace of Pentacles. Behold the unassuming acorn, a world within its core, a vessel of hidden magic that many choose to ignore. Yes. Believe in manifestation where dreams are sown as seeds. From one mighty acorn, a forest of oaks fulfills your needs. Yes, if you've ever seen a mature, like I'm talking a mature oak that's at least 70 to 80 years old, those things are huge. Huge trees that seem to defy gravity, and their branches grow horizontal, parallel to the ground. Whereas other trees, they tend to grow up, and the oak grows out, up and out. It's beautiful. And it comes from this tiny little acorn. When you see a tree that's 2, 3, 4, if you've ever seen one that's 1,000 years old, it came from an acorn, and it has gone through fires. That's why that trees have bark. It's gone through fires. It's gone through, unless it's been cut down. And even then, I have seen trees that have been cut down and branches still sort of sprout from the roots and grow. It's like there are trees out there in my woods that refuse. They've been cut long before I got here. You can cut me down, but I will grow again. Oh, and that's what I see with this Ace of Pentacles. That when clarifying the devil, you don't see, or you might be blocked by the devil, by fear, by guilt, by shame, by temptation. You might be blocking your potential of the acorn. You might be in seed form, in acorn form. You might have a great environment to grow, but you don't believe. You don't believe you'll ever be an acorn tree because you're just, an oak tree, because you are just an acorn. Just an acorn? No, sweet souls. You are a huge, big oak, strong, and it's one of the strongest. That's why it can grow out, not just up, but out. The branches grow in a 90-degree from the trunk. It's quite remarkable. And the Ten of Wands also clarifies the devil, that heaviness, and as you can see with the bumblebee, he's working away. He's working away. Let's take a look. The poem for the Ten of Wands. With every step I struggle, it's a very hard lesson learned. Pressure put on my shoulders. I ended up getting burned. I learned a long time ago, the secret is never to give up. Success is guaranteed if I keep trying, vowing not to stop. That's the same energy. That poem describes the trees I've seen, the stumps I've seen cut down, and through the roots, that tree does not give up and sprouts up again. I've seen it. I have it in my backwoods. Wow, that's exactly it. Yes. So the words of wisdom from the Ten of Wands is stress arises not from the abundance of tasks, but from their lack of meaning. I can see that. The bumblebee comes buzzing with industrious energy, bringing the gift of harmony to your pursuits. By embracing the busy hum of life, remember to take breaks and savor the sweet moments. Your persistence will yield bountiful streams of honey if you can just push through the tough times. The bumblebee knows that success is really measured by the amount of lessons learned. Yeah, it's about belief. There's a quote here by Theodore Roosevelt. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. And what's blocking you is your disbelief. What's blocking you is that devil's fear. Fear of failing, of not being seen, of not being heard. Whatever the success means to you, of not achieving it. But you'll never achieve success if you give up. So there's no giving up. This is shadow work. This is seeing your potential with the Ace of Pentacles. And even when you feel heavy, when you have learned many lessons, you keep going. You keep going because you keep growing when you keep going, sweet souls. So, the solution, the Eight of Swords. And it's clarified by, the Magician. The Magician. Yes, indeed, the Magician. I love this Magician. He reminds me of Fantastic Mr. Fox. Oh, what's his name? I'll put it in editing. I can see it. I can't remember his name, and I never can. And that's the image. That image reminds me of Fantastic Mr. Fox. And so, you're not seeing the truth with the Eight of Swords that you are in fact the Magician. And the Ten of Swords. And this looks to be a card of giving up, of not seeing your magic, of giving up. And that's exactly what the Eight of Swords is when you do not believe in your magic. When you refuse to see it, you end up like that Ten of Swords. Oh, it pains me. The Ten of Swords is a painful card to look at, to feel. So let's do that one first and then go to the Magician. No, I want to switch it because I think that you might have in the past given up, sweet souls. You might have. You might have. And now you see that you are, in fact, the Magician. Even when you manifest endings, you might be manifesting endings with these Five of Swords thoughts, and you're not even aware. You might be refusing to take a look that you manifested these things. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, let's take a look at the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, the poem for the Ten of Swords. The grip of shadows. This is about shadow work, isn't it, sweet souls? A demon's treachery creeps, disguised as an angel. Innocence cunningly she keeps. With a wicked smile, her blade gleams with malice and scorn. Unrelenting stabs, a merciless dance out of darkness, reborn. That really speaks to the devil and how the devil masks himself as an angel, as light, to be able to know the difference, to be able to be discerning. And it's knowing yourself that you are discerning. If you are fake, then that's what you'll attract, other fake people. But that's when you look at your shadow and accept it. I know on here at Force Fairy Tarot, I'm very positive, but I have been through the darkness. And to be honest with you, sweet souls, I know there's a lot of darkness out there. I know it gets a lot of likes and subscribes and followers. And so I choose to be positive. And there's a piece of me that thinks that you might relate and learn from this channel if I express the full range of emotions, of scenarios. And so I've been really, I don't want to say struggling, but considering how I read cards, what I say, and what messages I give. I know the darkness. I know the pain. I've been there and I've risen up. I've been brought back down and I've risen up. I had children. And when I was in the depths of despair, there was just a very small group, my parents and my children, who saw me do that shadow work and rise up. It's like a dance. It reminds me of the musician, Ren, when he said that it's a dance between light and dark. If you resist, the harder it is to go with the ebbs and flows. So I surrendered to my sadness, to my pain, my mental anguish, my emotional pain. My physical body was a reflection of that. And I was very ill for a long time, long before I started this channel. So when my children saw me go through that, It taught them many lessons of resilience. And no matter what happens, you're still breathing, you're still alive, you're still here. You still have another day to live it. And that's what I did. So to speak about pain, suffering, up until this point, I have tended not to speak on it, knowing that there's so many other creators, especially here in the tarot realm of YouTube. And I always wanted to be that little spark of light, that optimism, sharing encouragement and unconditional love. But as I see on the desk today, unconditional love also is about sharing the hard times so that you don't feel alone, that you know that every other human on this earth has experienced in some time of their life the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the shadow, the light. And that's what this Ten of Swords speaks on. It speaks of collapsing, of endings, of acceptance, of giving up is the first thing I picked up. It's literally the bottom of the barrel. But with that light, that's your resilience. This is you lifting up. And the words of wisdom from the Ten of Swords: in the stabbing depths of pain lies the fertile ground for the soul's rebirth, as wounds become wings. And I do see that with every card there is a quote, and this one's from Maya Angelou. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. And that is perfect to lead us into the magician. Because I think sometimes we forget that we are magical, multidimensional beings, and that we manifest pain, we manifest endings subconsciously. Then when we become aware, it becomes aware to our conscious mind, like, oh, I did this, I created this scenario, I created this world, I created this because I am the magician. So let's take us to the magician. And the poem for the magician card is: honing my dexterity with elemental magic I play, conscious will channel, intentionally dawn my way. Skilled in misdirection, I'm the master of sleight of hand. A smile that enchants the masses, do anything I command. Wow, that just gave me chills. Yeah, the words of wisdom from the magician: don't die with your talents buried. You have been given all the tools necessary to create the amazing life you've always imagined. This is about not giving up. That's the solution, is not give up. The Ten of Wands spoke about not giving up. The Ten of Wands also spoke about carrying this heavy weight on your back. And here we have the Ten of Swords being stabbed in the back by those around you, for some of you, by your family, friends. Right beside the community card, it could be. It could have been a third party that you did not sign up for, you did not agree to. I know there's polyamory out there, but some of us didn't agree to it, right? And others do, and let them be. So be it, that's fine. But when you walk into an open relationship with the knowledge that there'll be others involved, as the Three of Cups can also represent, then that's fine. But if you find out that this is what's been going on literally behind your back, it's heart-wrenching. The Ten of Swords also speaks on, when I speak on not seeing a third party, that clarifies the Eight of Swords, and it's the refusal to see. Maybe you always knew subconsciously, but you refused to see. You did not want it to be. I know that very well, sweet souls. So the advice is the Five of Swords clarified by the Star. Look at that. The Star, and it's a unicorn. Yes, indeed. A beautiful, majestic unicorn. And the Tower. Yep. It's in sequential order, isn't it? I think you're being too hard on yourself. When that tower came down, sweet souls, and now you're healing with the star. You're seeing that life happens for you, not to you. This was major, wasn't it, sweet souls? It was major. With two majors clarifying the Five of Swords. Let's start with the tower. And the poem for the tower is life's moving along, and suddenly, with no guarantee, angry skies unleash a bolt, making a big catastrophe. Frail foundations crumble, burdened by sorrow's weight, as the universe makes room by creating a clean slate. Yes, indeed. And right underneath that Ten of Swords, that's exactly what has happened for a lot of you watching. So this is about rebuilding, falling, drastic change, damage, coming apart. Yeah, the cracks in the foundation. It's a wake-up call. So the words of wisdom from the tower. As the tower crumbles, embrace the fall, for it will reveal hidden strengths. And right beside that strength card, it will reveal hidden strengths within. Amid the rubble, seeds of resilience, we talked about resilience, take root, paving the way for renewal. From the ashes of destruction, rise higher, as Maya Angelou said, I rise. Yes. Resurrect with unwavering determination and an indomitable spirit. Let the tower's collapse be the catalyst for your rebirth. This is your second chance. Yeah. Which takes us to the star card. Against, and this is the poem for the star, against the dark canvas of the heavens shines a big bright star, guiding travelers and inspiring lovers, a celestial light from afar, a beacon of hope granting wishes, believing dreams come true. Careful what you wish for, because it finds its way back to you. And right underneath the magician, that is very true, sweet souls. This is why in all of my personal catastrophes, pain, and suffering, I have never wished ill will upon anyone. Never. Because I know it will come back. I will manifest it to come back at me. So I have never. I understand and look to Jesus, for they know not what they do. They don't understand. And they hurt and they harm and they destroy because they do not know. Forgiveness is really key in healing. Forgiving yourself first so that you are able to forgive others. And in forgiving yourself, it's seeing, looking in the mirror and seeing your own shadow, seeing your own faults, seeing how you might have caused this in the first place, being right underneath the magician. Yes. So the wisdom from the star. Live out your biggest dreams by writing and starring in your own story. Oh my goodness, I have said this for years, and I have a little gold star that I hang around my neck because I am the star of my own show. I create, direct everything from the sets. That's my home, the 100-acre woods, the sets. I design them. I'm part of hair and makeup every day, yeah. Costume design, it's what I put on every day, yeah. Wow, that really hits home for me. Live out your biggest dreams by writing and starring in your own show, sweet souls. And when the tower and the star clarify the Five of Swords, it's not being too hard on yourself. The tower has happened for you, sweet souls, not to you, so that you learn the lessons, start from scratch. It's a purification. Right underneath that Ten of Swords, it's a purification of all the hurt. And this is shadow work, as I said at the beginning of the read, that the devil does not want you to believe that you are a majestic oak tree. You're just a little acorn. The Ten of Wands is feeling the weight of that illusion because you know you're an oak tree. You know you're a star in your own show. Of course you are. You know that you're the magician. You know that you have the strength to do so, and it's with love. Because you are a loving being, a spark of God, living in this 3D world of illusion. So, the outcome. The 5 of Pentacles is clarified by, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, indeed, sweet souls. And the High Priestess. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. You are seeing through the illusion by listening to your intuition and keeping quiet. Keeping quiet with this transformation, with this inner knowledge. The High Priestess. I'm going to go that one first. I love these cards. You're going to get to know these decks as I do with me, sweet souls. The poem for the High Priestess is Triple Goddess of the Realm, guiding the lunar tide. Keeper of the ancient flame, in snowy robes I glide. As an oracle of intuition, seeds of foresight I saw. Gaze into my citrine eyes to uncover secrets I know. That brings me back to the Ace of Pentacles. The seeds of foresight. Sorry. An oracle of intuition. Seeds of foresight I sow. Gaze into my citrine eyes to uncover secrets I know. Yes, indeed. Ruled by the moon, the High Priestess guides you to honor the sacred rhythms of your body. Embrace her wisdom and listen to your body. Within those whispers lies the path of wellness. Your inner and outer journey awaits, illuminated by her lunar grace. So the words of wisdom from the High Priestess is know thyself. Yes, delve into the depths of self-knowledge. Commune with the mysterious oracle residing within, and cultivate the eternal flame of wisdom. That brings me right back up to the Knight of Wands. For in knowing oneself, one finds the essence of existence and the gateway to profound enlightenment. Don't block this. With the 5 of Pentacles, don't block this. Of doing the shadow work to know your whole self, to bring all the fragmented parts of yourself together. Yes, indeed. And I think through the purification of the Tower, through the breaking down, hitting rock bottom, this is where you find your true self, your true inner strength with the Strength card. Love for thyself with the Ace of Cups. And as I mentioned with my Tower moment, who was there for me? 10 of Pentacles, my family, the one that created me and the one I created, multi-generational. The 10 of Pentacles. The poem for the 10 of Pentacles. In the tapestry of life, our lineage does entwine, generations bound together in ancestral design, weaving wealth and prosperity, a legacy so grand, tenfold blessings bestowed in our familiar land. Oh, the words of wisdom from the 10 of Pentacles. Leave something behind for the future generations to remember you by. Oh my goodness. That's what this channel is for my children. That's what the 100 Acre Woods is. And the quote for the 10 of Pentacles is, elephants will never abandon their friends or family, but man does. I guess that's what makes us civilized. Anthony T. Hinks said that. That's very interesting to me. I hadn't read that before. And it's very true. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And clarifying the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. Yes, looking into the future. Yeah. The 3 of Wands. The poem for the 3 of Wands. Looking into the distance at the journey laid out before me. Endless expanse of water and waves as far as the eye can see. The full moon shining brightly in the midst of a sailing ship, revealing a different way to travel and continue on my trip. The words of wisdom from the 3 of Wands. Release the tether of the past. Yes. That's what this whole read's about, isn't it, sweet souls? Let go of old energy patterns to boldly create a future of boundless potential and freedom. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna do a couple more reads just personally with this deck. I've been working with it, and this read has really hit me. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And that's what I see for you, sweet souls. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your forest fairy. Bye for now.